And then there was TenZ. And I chose to get a little bit of an older demo from TenZ, kind of because his Cloud9 days were a little bit rough, actually. So this was the team he was with before Cloud9. And I'll go through it. He is, to say the least, electric in this game, just like he is in Valorant. If you've been living under a rock and don't know who TenZ is, let me introduce you.
I hit 130. That's my highest.
Okay, moving right along. And that might be one of the biggest reactions he's had on stream. He really is kind of a no reaction guy when he streams, you know? He's a huge streamer now. And like the shots that he hits, like it's like a 0 reaction time shot. Even when he hears the footsteps coming and he kind of gets that sound cue, even with that, like it's just a sliver and he just 1Ds him. This guy really is the human highlight reel. And since Valorant came out, it's like the mechanics of Valorant fit his playstyle like a glove. And through all the people that have switched to Valorant from CSGO, from Overwatch, from Apex, it's really been TenZ that has risen above the crowd and showed off that he probably is the best Valorant player, at least in North America and maybe the world. We'll see more once the LAN comes up, but for now, he looks pretty good. You see, he actually had a really nice pop flash for his teammate to come in to take the site, and this guy is swift, to say the least. Like I said earlier with the Deagle clip there, it's like his reaction time is inhuman. It's unbelievable to watch him, and it makes, when you see his highlights or his demos in CSGO, it really stands out more than Valorant, just because it's a game that personally I'm more familiar with. So when I see people hitting these types of shots, it's very noticeable. And I'll show a couple highlights from Valorant as well.
Oh, oh my god, that was dirty. Going to B? Wait, just don't peek, don't peek, don't peek. He's right here. Yeah, no, I have lineup.
30 seconds left.
You could really see why this guy's stream has exploded since Valorant came out. When he's hitting shots like that, it's a sight to see for sure. And honestly, it's like one of those players you just feel lucky getting to watch, like ZywOo coming into the scene, Simple coming into the scene, and now TenZ in Valorant kind of coming into his own and hitting shots that are just unreal. Like, he got that kill, by the way. He flicked onto that guy coming up ramp and he got that kill. That your eyes do not deceive you here. So this guy that he flicks to on the left, yeah, he killed him. It was like an instant flick. It's fucking bananas. And man, it's I'm glad I watched this demo. I'll just say that it's been a pleasure to watch this demo, and you can see why he was so hyped up in CSGO as well. His aim there is nothing wrong with his aim, that's for sure. It's as good as you could possibly be. In my opinion, it really doesn't get any better than this. And in Valorant, actually, he opted for a while in Valorant 2. He still opts on and off, but I feel like he really found his groove more so with the rifles a little bit. Just because you could be, it's so punishing if you're a little bit inaccurate with the op in Valorant. I mean, even in CSGO as well, but especially Valorant, if you're missing a shot here or there, it's very, very punishing. And like PTR trying to get TenZ under control by counter-opping on T side. And he gets on the box in a decent position, but TenZ just deletes him as soon as he peeks. Like, dude, that reaction time is ridiculous. Anyways, he's kind of in a weird situation in Valorant where he was playing on C9 and they didn't really do good. They didn't have a good team put together. They were honestly pretty bad. TenZ would, you know, double up or triple up his teammates in kills per game. You think he's going to go through that smoke there, but his teammate actually smokes him or flashes him through that smoke. So they get a really nice pop flash. As soon as he goes through it, pops right behind him and lets him kind of get into sight. But yeah, he's in this weird situation in Valorant where Sentinels didn't have, like, Sentinels needed a player because Sinatra is on ice right now. So they didn't have enough money to just directly buy him out of his contract. So Sentinels and Cloud9 have come to an agreement, some sort of rental agreement, where he's going to play with Sentinels. And it actually ended up they played against each other. He played against Cloud9 in some tournaments, and now he's qualified for the LAN as well.
Either me or Johnny or I should have thrown a molly at doors or something.
Yeah, but it's fine. Let's do it in these next rounds.
Actually, probably Johnny then, because I was posting with Yop.
Yeah.
I just took a shot and I ran him.
So it sure would have been awkward if Cloud9 and Sentinels qualified for the LAN, but that didn't quite happen. It was actually super close to happening, but they lost to version 1 in a best of 3. If they would have won that game, they would have moved on and been at the Iceland LAN as well. So one of the criticisms that's been brought up for TenZ, as I slow down some of these awesome shots from him, is a little bit his decision-making process, and that was actually his criticism in CSGO and a criticism in Valorant. Even him being considered basically the best player in NA, he's still criticized a little bit for his decision-making, the types of peaks he'll take, and the types of gunfights he's looking for, basically. And to that, I would make an analogy. How can I say this? When you think about baseball players and their swing, everybody in the majors has a different swing, and it's a very personal choice how you're going to kind of put your body together and develop your swing. Even though the basis for that is the same for everybody. Everybody knows you get your legs involved, you get your arms in, or you get your hands out in front so you can whip the bat, get your hips into it, and engage your lower body. Some guys like to think about moving their shoulders side to side a little bit. Basically, everybody has the same basis for how they swing a bat, but they all look completely different when you actually watch them do it. And to tie that into CS or Valorant, basically the decisions he's making or that his play style is who he is. And even though we all connect to the server, we all have a mouse and keyboard, we all play generally the same, his play style is who he is as a player, and it's not something that can be easily changed or adjusted just by saying, hey, I think you took an aggressive peek there. Do you think you can chill out on that? Like, it's not necessarily that easy to reel somebody in when his entire kind of being as a player, like, that is who he is. If you don't want TenZ to take these crazy gunfights and to be ultra aggressive going for trying to make plays, then he's not the right guy for you on the team, right? It was kind of a similar situation for Simple as well, especially when he was on Liquid. He was ultra skilled, but he was very difficult to reel in. And I really wanted to show that clip, that smoke there from TenZ, and he even like looks at it like he's saying, what the fuck did I just throw there? But yeah, I guess I wanted to get the point across that you can't just tell a guy, hey man, I don't like your playstyle, and expect them to change. That's who he is as a player, and when you recruit a player like Simple or TenZ in Valorant, that's kind of what you get. And okay, one last low light for TenZ. The idea was actually great. Like, that molly was great. He sensed that there was no pressure at long, right? So he was going to throw that cat molly, and it would have looked sweet if it landed, but it didn't land. All right, moving right along, and they just that nade. That was a brutal nade, like 160 damage there. So we're getting close to the end of the game, and TenZ's team is up 15-11. He's got 33 kills in 26 rounds. Just a banger of a game from TenZ. And yeah, I'm really glad I found this demo, to be honest. And it really puts his Valorant career kind of... You look at it through the CSGO lens, right? This round, I really liked how he's staying back. Like, look how far away his team is. And that's exactly how I like playing with the op. You don't really want to be, unless like that's kind of your thing, you don't really want to be the guy running up long with your teammate. It's better to chill, stay back, and kind of support if a CT flashes through the smoke for the cross and they try and go through the smoke. Well, then, you know, chances are you're not flashed, or you can maybe dodge the flash. I just like that kind of play style, I guess. So the next time we're going to see TenZ in an official match will be in Iceland representing Sentinels on May 24th with his teammates Shazam, Sick, Dapper, and Zoms. So I really don't think there was any replacement out there for Sinatra that they could have found that would have fit better. They really do have kind of a similar playstyle in that they're both chaotic. And TenZ really was the perfect fit for Sentinels to pick up after Sinatra was, like I said, put on ice for whatever he's got going on in his life. He's still so young too. He's only 19 years old, and like he was playing competitive Counter-Strike for a couple years. And I mean, these young guys, these Zoomers, right? Like, they come in, they have so much impact. Their aim is always insane to watch. And with that, guys, I hope you like this demo review, and I look forward to watching TenZ play in Iceland. I'm sure you all do too. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down. And if you want to support the channel a bit more, check me out on Patreon. All right, peace.
I said this the first time I called TenZ. This is his world, and we're just living in it. He's got 4. He's going hunting for the ace. Let him off the leash. He's digging it.
20 seconds into the round. He is in.